So many people are saying so many things. So MadMan presents what the are they saying? Hello guys, thank you for tuning in. Now again, let me make it clear that this video is not for everyone because not everyone is interested in this topic. Now having said that, this is the extension to the last video that I made, which is titled Enlightenment, Liberation, Truth. Now I'm sure everyone knows about Gautam Buddha, right? The founder of Buddhism. Now he was born as Siddhartha Gautam in this place which is now known as Lumbini, which is in Nepal. Last time when I traveled there, it took us 9 hours from our capital city, Kathmandu, Nepal. And just to make it clear, Buddha is not his name. It is used to indicate someone who is awakened. Now just a quick review of his life. He was born as a prince, and I don't know what age exactly, but I think in his 20s he decided to leave everything in search of truth. Now it does not surprise me because only people who are deprived of something, if you're deprived of money, if you're deprived of a good house, if you're deprived of love, only people who are deprived of something, they go in search of that thing, right? If you're deprived of something, you go in search of that. And the worst thing is that people are deprived of so many things that they end up wasting their entire life going in search of that, right? But Siddhartha Gautam, having born as a prince, he had seen everything that was there to see. He had had everything that was there to be had. So he decided to leave everything in search of truth. Now again, I don't know the exact number of years, but from what I've read, from what I've heard, he did extreme sadhana or extreme meditation or yoga for around 6 years. And after that, he got enlightened, or enlightenment happened in that body-mind organism, right? Now the basic misconception is that people think that it is those 6 years of hardships, those 6 years of intense meditation that led him to realize the truth. Now obviously, because I'm guessing the people who wrote the story, who wrote about his life, did not go through the same path, so they just wrote whatever they saw. But today I'm giving a different point of view to what happened to him. Now it is not those 6 years of hardships that he went through that led him to realize the truth. No. But it is what happened after those 6 years. So what happened after that is that he gave up the search. He totally gave up the desire of realizing the truth, the desire of enlightenment, right? So again, I want to use this term personal doership. Now please go to my last video to get a point of what a personal doership, and I've also explained the concept of enlightenment very beautifully over there. Please go to my last video. I'll also link it to this video. You might be seeing it on the top now. So when you started the search, the personal doership, the sense of personal doership, the sense that you are the doer of the action, the sense that makes you different from everything around you, I refer to as entity, personal doership, ego, whatever you want to call it. Now I'm guessing that sense was extreme when you started the search, right? Because that personal doership makes us do something in order to achieve something, right? Because whatever we do in life, it is always that we put some effort, we do something, and the result is always at the end. Now the same personal doership makes us think that we do intense meditation, intense yoga for a certain number of years, and the result is enlightenment, right? And let me make it clear that the intensity of that personal doership in an individual is the same intensity that that person suffers in his life. The less the intensity, the less the suffering. Because the less the intensity of personal doership, the less time that person requires to get over whatever it is that is going through. The intense the sense of personal doership, the intense or the more time that person requires to get over whatever he is going through. That is just a practical example, but in the case of Siddhartha Gautam, when he started the search, that sense of personal doership was extreme. Now he did everything that was at his disposal. He went from gurus to gurus. He did everything that was there to be done in those 6 years. Now after that, even after that, when he did not realize the truth, he completely and totally gave up the search. Now that is the main point. That is what most people don't focus in. He gave up the search. The desire for enlightenment was destroyed, because as long as personal doership, the sense of personal doership is there, the desire is there. The wanting of something that you don't have is always there. Now when that sense of personal doership is destroyed, all the desires are destroyed as well. Now again, when you listen to this, even giving up of search is not in your control, right? You might say, okay, I'll just give up the desire and then the same thing will happen to me. No, because when you give up the desire, you're still giving up the desire in the hope of something happening to you. Now this is the different thing. This is not in your control, right? This is not in your control. So when that happened to Siddhartha Gautam, when the complete destruction of personal doership, the complete destruction of desiring for something, the complete destruction of wanting something happened in that body-mind organism, not long after that, the body-mind organism that was named Siddhartha Gautam realized the truth. But the main thing that I want to make absolutely clear in this video is that it is not those 6 years of hardships that Siddhartha Gautam went through that led him to realize the truth, but it is what happened at the end of those 6 years, that is the complete destruction of personal doership, the complete giving up of all the desires. And the entity Siddhartha Gautam did not do that. It happened in that body-mind organism because everything that was there to be tried was tried by him. He was so sincere that he followed everything that was in textbooks, everything that was told to him. He did absolutely everything. And when none of those led him to realize the truth, the sense of personal doership was completely shattered. It was completely destroyed. And not long after that, the body-mind organism that was named Siddhartha Gautam realized the truth, or in other words, that body-mind organism got enlightened or liberated. And then he was known as Gautam Buddha, or just Buddha, which means the enlightened one, the liberated one, the awakened one. So this is the second part. Thank you very much for tuning in, and if you want to buy helpful books, just go to www.hellomadman.com. And also if you want me to talk about any topics, just comment on the section below and I'll talk about it. And thank you for your love and support. Thank you.